This will be my first blog, so welcome to a day in the life of Marissa, a small business owner in Townsville. I hope that you can learn from my journey and I can potentially inspire you to do the same or do something similar, or even something that you may not have even thought was out there to do. So here it is. My first one is going to stem around the whole idea of a day off. I was at university after a gap year straight out of school. I, as most students, felt like it was the right academic path to get me a good professional job. So I studied a physiotherapy course. I pretty much did that for the 4 years and I did enjoy it, but I think throughout my whole university degree, I actually didn't see much of the practical side of things. I was just doing the day in, day out, being a good student, loved being a student. But then when I finished, I don't think I thought very much about actually doing the job. So I really enjoyed learning about the human body, and I still really do. If someone comes up to me now with an injury, I'm quick to be like, blah, 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 let's do this, this, and this. But the actual job of it was not that appealing. So I think I only did about 8 months. My partner and I, Scott, have opened a few businesses, and we tend to find the gaps in Townsville, the problems, and fill them pretty quickly with the perfect thing. I wanted to go over the topic of days off. So Monday, as I'm recording, it is a Monday, and Monday I try to plan for my day off. And the reason for that is you can't work 24 hours a day because you burn out, and we've all been there. I think a lot of the times when I've burnt out in the past, I didn't realize what it was. It was just fatigue, like accumulating a lot of training. Good sleep, I've never had a problem with sleep, but a lot of training, not necessarily enough nutrition, and working and studying and trying to get that balance. I never really understood what work-life balance was. Now I do. I still find myself falling over into the, say, work side of things. But the best thing is it is sort of interchanging. As my partner and I do own the business together, we live together, everything is together and us. I feel our lines are blurred anyway. It's just trying to find that nice line that sort of goes, I'm not going to overstress and let my stress accumulate into the next day, like it sometimes does in the past, which then leads on to a terrible week. So I've tried to give myself these Mondays as a day off to sit back, do whatever I want to do that doesn't necessarily involve business. The whole mental side of things does need a rest. Which brings me to today. Again, I may have set myself up for failure. The reason I say that is I woke up this morning going, I'm going to have the day off, but also knowing in my head I had to do some serious big changes at Matte Black Violet today. Otherwise, Tuesday it's too late to make any changes for the rest of the week. The week started. Despite it being work today, which I'll go into, I really value self-growth. So this being work, I would prefer having growth out of today than have it fully rested, where I probably wouldn't have got much done anyway. Going into the restaurant for a few hours today and growing based on the decisions and conversations I've had are probably going to make me have a better day. Into today, I woke up feeling fresh, I had to sleep in. I decided that I was going to venture out and try a new walking track, and I felt really good. Had a coffee, got my laptop out, and decided that I'd just knock over the main things that I wanted to do today so that I wasn't stressing for the rest of the week trying to work out how to do them. That involved letting go of 3 of our recent staff. They weren't fitted to the job role. I think what we tend to do as business owners is try to hold on to it a little bit and see if people change or see if roles change. They don't. So letting go of people, I find, is a fairly low emotion for a lot of people. Just trying to treat them still as humans, but they also are stopping your business from growing. But they're potentially making it go backward. Having these 3 people serving front of house and being the face of Matte Black Violet was not okay. So that quickly had to stop. So the message finally came around, there just wasn't a job for them anymore. After about an hour of deciding what to write and try to pull myself away from it and just treat it as a managerial task, was good. Got sent, each replied with, again, we always think things are going to be so much worse and someone's going to blow up. Even if they did, what's the worst case scenario? Nothing. It wasn't as hard as I thought, and here we are, grown as a human. I now have let go through stuff and feel not great about it, but great about the progression of Matte Black Violet in the future. So that was a bit of a hard topic. The other topic was having a meeting with one of our other managers about trying to slim down costs in the area. I think being prepared is also a really good factor in this. As a business perspective, I am the director of the business. I know the direction of the business, and these people are hired to fulfill that. After today, I feel like I've grown in the way that I've worded things, the communication that I've had, and also being able to have a nice layout of a meeting, and then being able to schedule one for next week already with the same layout with some new points. So we can always get forward on that one. But at the end of the day, I think having a day off today would have been a waste, and that getting this other stuff done that was way more important was definitely a win. And I feel as a human, I've grown significantly in the last 3 hours of pushing the business forward, pushing our staff forward and our goals, and really living what we're about at Matte Black Violet. And yes, business owning is an emotional roller coaster, but I think everything about it is just ringing challenge and creativity, and definitely worth it if you want to make some serious change in your life and the people's lives around you that you attract. So, peace.